Okay, up the front, bow thruster. She has these. They're like sponsons for. Apparently, they're for giving you lift at lower speeds. Good water line on her, good and high. The water actually sits about there. You can see the wee line, and you've got that there. Good tires and wheels. Now, the wheels have that sort of yellowness. That's actually called Lano Guard. It's put on them. Hub savers and the new bearings in last year. Tires are still like new. It's jacked up every year, and it's well looked after. Trailer is massively well made, and she has all adjustable bars on it. So it's big twin axle and super strong axles. They're like 12 inches across. They're really well made. Outriggers at the back. These wee guys here, they go in. Then you have these here that slide in once you loosen them off a bit. They slide in, and then holes up in the top for guiding you in. Up at the back, big Suzuki. So trim tabs, yeah, and those are the Ocean LED underwater lights. Both sides. Trim tabs, good anodes on them, just put on last year. Up this side as well. I just keep the bags on the wheels to stop the sunlight getting at them, and stops any cracking off the wheels and tires. So let's hope the boat isn't too dirty inside. I only took the cover off last week. Let's be careful here. So this whole big bit here, it lifts up. So when you're coming in or parking the boat up, that all lifts up like so, and the engine then comes up in and sits up into its well. But driving along, that goes down, and of course I have seats for all around there. There's seat that goes in there, and I have cushions for all of that. Seat goes in here, and cushions for right out round. This here comes up. This comes up like so. Legs go out. Cushions for that. These here big under twin batteries. Needs a good wash, just sitting out over the winter. These are the seats in here. And you've got one on this side here, and the big one in the middle, of course, is there's wee bits of storage in there for ropes and stuff and smaller things. But in below here is your fuel tank. You've got this guy here as well. So on that side there, that big thing on the floor, that's your fish finder, transponder, absolutely massive one, very expensive. And below here is your central heating, your blow heater, fire extinguisher, and that's your hydraulic pump there for your power steering, for your autopilot. Okay, this here's your shore power if you're wanting to just use anything inside. Usually put a wee dehumidifier in over the winter. It's still plugged in, so that gives you all the power that you need inside. 3-pin plugs. So rod holders, of course, every year I usually give these here a wee coat of oil just to seal them up. This switch here is your switch for your underwater lights. You've got a manual. You have a manual pump there, manual pump for pumping the boat out, and in below here you've got your freshwater pump, which I use for connecting to the engine. We've got that wee fitting there, and that is connected to the engine every single time the boat comes in from a drive anywhere. This one over here can be plugged in as well, and that is your saltwater deck wash. That's a bit more powerful, good powerful one that. So sliding windows there. Up here, horn, nav lights each side. This guy here, if you look round the corners, is a vent. So what actually this does, this brings in air, draws the air down two great big tubes, one on each side, and down in below the boat, and ventilates the bottom of the boat with bubbles to make her ride nice and smooth, and gives her a wee bit of gas when she's in below the water for getting better drive and lifting, whatever. So up at the front, windlass, ropes in there. So I'll go away that widescreen. Nice windlass, remote control plugs in here, so it does, and clips in there, but it's never ever left there. It's always kept dry in the wheelhouse. And then here is your anchor and chain and rope, which always sits here at the front of the boat when she's in the water. So at the front here, another seat and cushions go in it. So up at the front, just a wee sticky thing for GoPros or whatever. Standing up on the seat, you have antenna, which is down at the moment, GPS dome, sunroof, and huge searchlight, which was over £300 on its own. Put that on. So there's two covers on the Flybridge. There's the sort of winter cover, and then below that there's the summer cover, sort of just keeping the instruments clean. Down this side, same side door and the ladder up to the Flybridge. Down this side, press the button, come in. So inside, pretty nice in here. Down at the back, fridge. I've got the fridge locked just for ventilation. These tables, you sit down, these tables fold up. They fold up and they lock into place, one on each side. Seats, they spin round, so they do. I hardly remember how these close down. Both sides. There we go. So lots of stuff in here for storage. This here is the TV aerial, which goes up on the roof. That is a DVD player, TV, radio as well, and your speakers for your stereo. So one of the 3-pin plugs, there's another one in below the deck, another one up in the front. That is the remote control, which I never ever use, and that wee yoke here is just for the central heating. So curtains right out round the boat. She is fully enclosed with curtains that go right out round. So if you're staying overnight, which we've done on quite a lot, it's fully private inside, and all the wee lights on the ceiling, they are all LED lights. You can switch them on and off. And down here is your fuses and stuff in there, so if you're wanting anything switched on, you just lift the table up, or you can just reach in there and switch on all your main power feeds. And below here you have access down in here as well, down into the bowels of the boat, for different stuff. So there's a lot of room in there as well, plenty of room. Close it back up again, back down. So both seats swivel round, and That's for standing. That's your standing mode, lean against it. And that is for sitting on. Both seats are the same. So dashboard is always covered. I always cover it no matter what. Winter, summer, whenever I leave the boat. So Raymarine chart plotter, it's a C95 Raymarine autopilot. It's an EV100. So these work together. Bow thruster, fuel tank, throttles obviously. These are your trim tabs. You have a 12 volt socket here. Phone holder, magnetic phone holder. That's not a bad wee compass, wee Plastimo compass, quite good. Drinks holder. Down below here you have the key which turns your ignition on, but here all you do is press start stop. Just press it once and leave it, and the engine fires up herself. When you go up above to the Flybridge, you have this as well. So what you do is you select your throttle station, select that, and that then transfers your power to up above. So this here, we made this here for the boat as a wee addition. So when you're driving along, it gives you something to rest your palm on and control the boat just nice and gently. And also anybody coming in through the side door, it's a bit of a guard so that somebody just doesn't push the throttle forward by accident if she's sitting ticking over or anything like that. So your switches, these here are your nav lights. Switch on to go on to your anchor light, switch down to go on to your nav lights. So you've got port and starboard wipers, you've got your windscreen washers, you've got your windlass up down, you've got your horn, you've got 3 bilge pumps, you've got a forward, mid and aft bilge pump. This is your freshwater pump at the back, all your electronics, and this here is your deck wash, saltwater deck wash at the side. So up above you have your VHF, which is very good. It's a Radio Ocean VHF. That's your call sign and your MMSI number, which is all programmed into your DSC radio. Up here you have your Fusion radio. It's hard to get down with one hand. So basically this here just pulls off. This here is a wee device you can put any iPads and stuff in, and it plays automatically and charges them up. But the radio is, see if I can pull it off, it's Bluetooth as well, so you can play music on your phone, Bluetooth it through the radio. Can't get it off with one hand. Oh, here we go. So radio, it's new. I put it in, it's still got the wee screen protector and all on it. Again, you pull this wee button down at the top up here, flip it down, and again you can put some of the older iPhones in it. I don't think it fits some of the new ones, but you stream all your music into it as well. So that goes on. Lights up on the roof. The big LED there has a big main beam on it, very, very powerful. Or you can switch it to like the deck section, which lights up the front of the boat just on a low beam. Okay, we have another light here. I had cameras in the boat as well, which connected to that and looked out all the time, so I could log into the boat and check her on her mooring. This here is, well, we'll see. I might let that go with the boat. It's a car cam just for recording anything that happens when we're out. We've seen a lot of sharks and stuff when we're out and about. So this here is just another wee hatch here, and what that does, that lifts up to go down and below. So you've got a couple of steps down here. Now I haven't any lights on in the boat, so all the power's still switched off. It's your toilet, full height. You've got your window and wee curtain on it, and in here this wee sink. This here pulls out as like a wee shower head, and what we usually do with that, you can switch the seacock on and pump salt water into the toilet to flush the toilet. Now I have the boat 5 years and it's never been done anything other than a pee put down into it. So what we do as well with this here, we just lift this here up, put a bit of fresh water down it and pump it into the holding tank. So there's never really any salt water goes into the boat. But you flip that lever across to there and suck that up. That sucks salt water out of the bottom of the boat, puts it into the toilet. Flick it back over, pump this up and down, and then that pumps it into the holding tank. And then you lift that wee lever up there and that's your water coming in. Down here you have, this is your shower pump out. So if you're having a bit of a shower in here, water runs down into the wee gully down there, and that button pumps the water out of the shower in here. This other button here pumps the holding tank out, which is there. So if you're just in round the marina and you're wanting to use a toilet and stuff, you can go in and use it. You can either pump this here out to a holding tank in the marina, or if it's just pee, you can flush it out to sea. You're supposed to do it so many miles offshore. So access into the bottom of the sink and a lot of wiring in here. I don't know if I've ever had this one open. Don't know what's in there. Maybe just a bit of wiring, plumbing or something. So that's that. Down here you have just another wee cubby hole for stuff. That there is the bracket for the twin antennas up on the roof. Down in here you have another socket in there, and down in here fenders. This is where we keep all the cushions. All the cushions for outside are kept here. There are a few fenders, and this here we usually lie with our heads up at this end, feet away up at the front, and that's where we lie down and overnight sleeper. So lights up here. Oh yes, forgot about the sunroof. Sunroof's a sort of multi-purpose sunroof. It goes across like that. That's your blind open. You can have your sunroof open and close your fly screen. So if fly screen opens, you can have the whole thing. That's opened up and it goes right back. Close down, and always have the blind shut. Stop the light getting in there, do any fading, whatever. Yeah, access, there's a big access thing in the floor there. You put your finger in, lift that out, and that's access into the holding tank and pumps for your fresh water, salt water wash, bits and pieces like that. And there's also a big, and below here, there's another massive big storage space in there as well. Yeah, and again, these here, and below here is another big storage space down in there. You actually can get down in there yourself, and if you have any work to do or pull any wires through the boat, there's space down there for a person. Down in here, the remote control for the winch. That's the wee key for opening the freshwater tank. Freshwater tank is 100 litres. Main fuel tank 500 litres. Spare key. These we got these made here for the arch on the top of the boat. If we're towing it anywhere where there's low wires or whatever, we can remove it or just drop it down, fold it over. So there's actually 3 of these here. More or less it inside. Yeah, remote control for the TV. I think that's it really inside. So we'll drop that down. This is always covered up too. So nice dashboard, dark grey on white. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And both doors open, slide up. So coming up inside to do a bit of docking, you just step out and you're right out on the rail of the boat. So you're and down. Now, I'm not going to go up on the top of the boat to unclip all that, but what you have is up in here. I don't know if I can show you it up in here. Cushions and all up in here. And no, you can't see anything. That's just where you have another steer. So you've got your other steering wheel up there, throttle controls. You've got windlass up there, trim tabs. There's a chart plotter up there. There's VHF radio up there. So everything that you need up on the top as well. Sliding window at the back here opens up plenty of ventilation as well. That ventilator down there, I'm not sure which one's for the fridge. There's one on each side. One's maybe for the fridge, one's maybe just to ventilate the electronics and stuff in at the back of the fuse board. That silver disc there on the floor, that is your water. That's for filling your water up. And this one over here, that's actually your waste. That is for pumping your waste out if you're in the marina type situation. And this one here is for your fuel. That's where you put your fuel. So these here lift up. She needs a real good wash. The old dirty leaves and dust blowing around her. So you can actually use these as fish wells. You put the wee plug in at the bottom, fill them full of water, and you can use them for bait. Hydraulic steering. There's access down there as well if you ever need to get down at the lower bolts for the engine. So yeah, all good. Of course, you've got your cleats there for tying up, and again you've got another hatch over here. It's all dusty, so it is, just needs a good wash. So that's a wee bit of a walk around of the boat. Oh yes, up at the back here, if I'm out fishing at the back, because all the chart plotters in the boat are all wireless, what I do up here, I can fit a like a tablet. If you want an iPad on it or an ordinary Android tablet, you can slide it into this here, and you can use your tablet up here to flick between all the controls of your chart plotter. So you can have your fish finder controls up there, or just check where you are via your chart plotter, your maps and whatever. So those aren't screwed on or anything, they're just stuck on, so they'll come off easy if you ever need them off. Just a bit of heat. And that's her stamp down here. So all good.